anti-poverty platform is actually advocating for. We also have that there's no dialogue with the anti-poverty platform from the side of the Council of Ministers and the Parliament of St. Martin. We also have some issues of the Windward Islands Teachers Unions that we would bring forward in this press conference. So, on October the 17th, that was the International Day for Eradication of Poverty. In observing that day, the St. Martin Anti-Poverty Platform came out with a video documentary 1 year after Irma, Help Still Needed. That was the title of the documentary. A press release was issued and some interviews were sustained. The government of St. Martin kept silent in all languages. No release was issued. Nothing was done to reflect upon what is the poverty in St. Martin and what should be done. If it was not for the reporter of PJD3, the Voice of St. Martin, Mr. Stephen Cyrillian, we would not have known what the ministries are doing to eradicate poverty on St. Martin. Analyzing the answers given by the Minister of TIAT, the Minister of ECYS, the Minister of VSA, and the Minister of ROMI, who were at the weekly press conference, we can conclude the following. All ministries are working to alleviate poverty. Only some people would get help by getting a job to earn something. None of the ministries spoke about increasing the minimum wage, the social allowance, the social pensions to a livable income. None of the ministries said that the government is going to guarantee the more than 13,000 households, the more than 94% of the households of St. Martin, a household income of more than $2,222 a month, not to be in poverty. Mr. Stuart Johnson of TIAT worked to get the economy back on track, prioritizing help the airport and the harbor so that tourists can come back on track. And they can come back to the island, which will benefit the economy and create new jobs. But as the anti-poverty platform, we are seeing no prioritization of full employment and of a diversified economy. On which track he wants to bring back the economy? The track that has been paying the workers for donkey years this unlivable wage? The track that did not guarantee full employment and decent work according to the standards of ILO to all, but has kept so many persons unemployed and out of the labor market? The same old policies he seems to promote, flying all over the world to promote tourism, instead of coming with policies that will create employment and decent work with livable wages. Now, no word from the Minister of TIAT on policies to bring down the cost of living and the cost of doing business in St. Martin. As a matter of fact, he even allowed the STAT, which is the Statistic Department, to discontinue to provide us with statistics to see the increase of the price index during and since Hurricane Irma. Now, his colleague, Minister Wycliffe Smith, of the Education, Culture, Youth and Sports Ministry, that was the party that signed to commit to the eradication of poverty, said to eradicate, in his interview, of course, said that to eradicate poverty, the Ministry of Education was making sure that all children are educated, establishing a committee to raise the level of teaching, The minister did not explain why school leavers cannot find a job and why students who went abroad come back only to be told that there is no job for them here in St. Martin or they are overqualified. So we also don't know the dropouts, the rate of the dropouts in the school system. So what is wrong in the education system that he's going to change? The minister did not announce what education policy he has for the adults and the parents of the youngsters who cannot get a job. It is because they did not get proper education.
You can win with the Caribbean Lottery. You can win, making a difference, changing lives. Take a chance, and you can win with the Caribbean Lottery. You can win, you can win.
The Phillipsburg Methodist Church proudly presents the Harmonics in Concert under the theme Praising in Harmony. This exciting concert takes place on Saturday, November 3rd at 7:30 p.m. at the Princess Port de Plaisance Pavilion. Guest artists that will be sharing the stage are Don Froston, Angie Ponteflet, Cecil Griffith, Karen Cadogan, Raymond Benjamin, Benjamin Bell, and Shaba along with the Djembe Group. Come out, support, and be blessed by the Harmonics in Concert on Saturday, November 3rd. Proceeds of the concert will go towards the upgrading of the audio-video system of the Phillipsburg Methodist Church.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Tell them, connecting you.
The topic that we want to address now is that this embarrassment of the ministers to this question on the International Day for the Eradication of Poverty could have been avoided. Why we say so? The anti-poverty platform, for 2 years already before the last elections, have been asking the political parties for a structural dialogue to reach to a consensus. How can we achieve the eradication of poverty? It was the governor of St. Martin that in his speech for New Year in 2016 already said that we have to work together So we wanted to work together, and we went to the governor. We gave him a presentation about how we think that the eradication of poverty should be prioritized. And we asked him to continue the dialogue so that nobody would be in poverty. It was a campaign of the United Nations that we brought to his attention, and that we said that he, as the first citizen of St. Martin, let him show the example, dialoguing with the anti-poverty platform. He, as representative of the kingdom government in St. Martin, dialogue with us so that the kingdom government can understand that what they was doing all the time with the results of the 94% households in poverty, that can be changed if they listen to what we also hear from the people that we represent. It took 1 year for us to reach back. We went back to the governor and we asked the governor to prioritize, because of the upcoming elections, to prioritize in the new governing period the eradication of poverty, where we showed them with the statistical data of the statistical department of government that it is not 75% of the households, as Transparency International published before, with the data of the census of St. Martin. No, it has increased to 94% of the households in St. Martin not having sufficient to survive. And what was not sufficient to survive? As Claire explained, 4,000 guilders a month, at least, for your household. $2,222 a month. Now, we have presented for all the political parties before the election the Declaration for the Eradication of Poverty. It was only the St. Martin Christian Party that signed the declaration, committing so to a structural dialogue with the anti-poverty platform, and also committing to eradicate poverty. And it was the United St. Martin Party, USP, that sent a letter promising that they also wanted to commit to eradicate the poverty. The National Alliance, the Democratic Party, and the United, how do you call it? UPP, United People's Party. That's how they called it before, no? It's in the election, all of a sudden, they bundled together the DP and the UP, and they became United Democrats. And then with the St. Martin Christian Party, they came together and they formed a coalition that they called the United Christian Democrats. If it is a Christian coalition, the first commandment is that you have to respect God and give God all the glory. But the second commandment was love your neighbor as yourself. So if you have a $10,000 salary, how can your love for the neighbors be showed if you keep them all in poverty? So to show you what we mean by saying, come out and defend the poor and the needy, we have asked them, commit yourself. Now the St. Martin Christian Party committed. The United Democrats, neither the DP, neither the UP committed. So what was the result of all their internal discussions?
can win. With the Caribbean lottery, you can win, making a difference, changing lives. Take a chance, and you can win. With the Caribbean lottery, you can win, you can win.
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Viv now.
Alright, darling. You know who you're for?
I need to know who you're for.
Contact Wib today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices. The Windward Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
First of all, from the Department of Education, some school visits that took place this week. The Martin Luther King Junior School and the Prince Willem Alexander School. I had the privilege of visiting them early this week. This week I also was there, and I was asked at the Prince Willem Alexander School to give a short address and participate in their assembly. And their theme for this month was compassion. So I shared with the kids a little about compassion. I had the honor to also be taken to the various classrooms and met with some teachers and with the school managers. And despite the challenges, they remained motivated and focused on their tasks of delivering quality education for our children. For this, I commend the school managers, the administrators, and wish them all the best. Spelling Bee finals. On Sunday last, the semi-final round of the 2018 Scotiabank Spelling Bee competition took place, and it was fierce. From the 10 participants, 5 have advanced to the finals. 3 of the finalists are from St. Martin schools, and to be exact, one from the John A. Gums campus of the MAC, one from the Ruby La Vega Primary School, and one finalist from the Seventh-day Adventist School. And the other 2 students are from schools in Anguilla. The finals will be held at the Bel Air Community Center this Sunday, October 28th. The finals will start promptly at 1 o'clock, and I'm encouraging all to come out to support and cheer the finalists on. From the Department of Culture, UNESCO Cultural Heritage Meeting. The Kingston UNESCO Cluster Office and the Suriname National Commission for UNESCO extended an invitation to St. Martin to participate in a joint country consultative meeting on intangible cultural heritage, which will take place in Suriname from October the 30th to November the 2nd, 2018. This is the third phase of the project, called Strengthening the Capacities of Suriname and Dutch Caribbean Islands for the Implementation of the Convention for the Safeguarding of Intangible Cultural Heritage. UNESCO will cover all the expenses for the 3 participants from St. Martin. Representing St. Martin will be Clara Reis, head of the Department of Culture, and Shireen Alambi Duncan, also from the Department of Culture. And also representing St. Martin will be Marcelia Henry, Secretary General for UNESCO in St. Martin. The meeting is being planned to establish a discussion platform for matters relating to intangible cultural heritage, disaster risk preparedness and response, the safeguarding of intangible cultural heritage through formal and non-formal education, and in addition to identifying needs and the way forward for safeguarding intangible cultural heritage in all countries.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
Hi, what's up, St. Martin? My name is Rene Leverett, and I play baseball. And I've represented St. Martin in numerous international tournaments and professionally around the world. Sports matters to me because it reveals and develops character. So I challenge the business community to step up for sports and help us rebuild and repair our facilities. I also ask the community to nominate local businesses in your area to take the challenge and step up for sports. Because hashtag sports matters, hashtag are you in?
The road paving, road patching program for 2018 continues. And on Monday, there was a massive traffic delay due to the road patching project being carried out in the Simpson Bay and Cole Bay areas. The project was temporarily paused due to heavy traffic delays being experienced by road users. The decision to have the majority of the work done during the day is a financial one, as working overnight and on the weekends costs considerably more money. However, it is clear that a reassessment needed to happen as the traffic delays of mainly Monday, but also within the last few weeks, has had a very negative impact on the community. The matter was placed for further discussion at yesterday's Council of Ministers meeting, where my fellow ministers backed the decision to have the remainder of this road completed in the overnight and early morning hours. I would like to use this platform to apologize to the community at large for the disorder caused on Monday. Though it was anticipated that there would be an interruption to the regular traffic flow, I do not think anyone foresaw what ended up happening. Lack of communication and proper reporting are internal issues noted from the experience and will be resolved. Additionally, moving forward, we will do a better job of informing the community of scheduled work. Moving on, later on today there will be a groundbreaking ceremony for the 10th EDF project scheduled to take place in Dutch Quarter. This extensive project will consist of a few components, namely the expansion of the sewer network, including home connections and connections to the main sewer line, the upgrading of the side roads and improvement of the overall drainage system in Dutch Quarter, improvement of the public street lighting and related works for the entire district, and the construction of pedestrian sidewalks. The first phase of this development project will focus on what we call the Dutch Quarter Sewage Project, where we will seek to connect over 500 homes to the main sewer line. On St. Martin, the lack of sufficient sewage infrastructure has become a critical issue, which we have attempted to address within the 2018 to 2022 governing program for St. Martin. The construction of a proper sewage network, investing in our infrastructure, and improving safety and facilities resources are all fulfilled in this project. The fact that we have found a way to involve the young unemployed men and heavy equipment owners of the community is also something to be applauded. The people of Dutch Quarter will be heavily involved in the rebuilding and betterment of their community. This is a stipulation that I intend to implement more when hiring contractors for large projects such as these. That we go into the neighborhoods and look for talent there first. That should be our main objective. During this construction time, the excavated areas will be closed off to traffic and pedestrians. A number of traffic signs will be placed at key locations to inform the public of the works and any detours that may be established. During traffic peak hours, extra personnel will be put in place to help direct the traffic during work or night. During day or night, sorry. This concludes my press briefing for today. Thank you very much. I will have to leave immediately, so I would ask the press if you have any questions to please direct it to the cabinet and we will have them answered as soon as possible.